We're going to try a quick cam upload, see how this works. I remember you did the little cube thing back in the day. Nice to see you, Inmendham. I'm glad that I checked to see if I was blocked before you said at the end of this video that everybody was unblocked, because it felt more personal, you know. But whatever. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. I wanted to agree with you. I agree that the love for your own family is a prejudice. It's part of the way I look at language. I think working on language is a big project. It's possible to say that's the whole project of philosophy, if you keep in mind that language does lead to action. But anyway, I'm not saying that, but it is really important. And one thing I believe is that we should strip all of the positive and negative values out of words and put them back into sentences, or maybe into sentences for the first time. Get them out of the words. You should have value judgments in sentences, or maybe at least verb phrases. And for example, prejudice is a bad thing, okay? That's because almost every sentence you form with the word prejudice, prejudice plays a negative role. But technically, it's just to have prejudged. And yeah, the love, the judgment you have for your own child is definitely prejudged. Both negative and positive, both. I mean, it's not always just positive, right? People get bad attitudes about their own kids sometimes too, but you do tend to have this prejudgment, which is the prejudice, the prejudice. So I actually agree with you on that. I think it is important for people to take that into account sometimes. Like, often you don't have to take it into account. You're supposed to take care of your kids, not other people's kids. But what if you're a teacher? If you're a teacher and your own kid is in your class, you need to subtract that prejudice out somehow. And my grandmother was a teacher, and what she did is she was hard as hell on all her own kids and grandkids when she taught them. Sorry, that was probably really loud. So yeah, and one thing, advice on the Jones. He is pretty obsessed or something. I'm not going to urge that you tolerate the way he's approaching his criticism of you. I don't watch his videos. I mean, I've seen one, so I don't really know the details of it, but I do get this relentless aspect. So I'm not defending him, but I am saying, you should think twice before, do whatever you want, okay, I know you will, but anyway, but think twice before banning subscribers of yours that subscribe to him, because it's likely that they're just trying to keep up with this attack, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, these people are not voicing their support when they sign up, to subscribe. Maybe you could, maybe some of them just want to see the drama, and you don't really have, support that. But then again, you call that a drama. I mean, if there's a drama going on, you can't really blame people for wanting to be informed about it. For one thing, it tends to become a subtext in certain, in certain topics. But and also, I liked in this video that even though we have different views, that you saw how really, the objectivity, and this is an argument I don't give people a lot, but in objectivity, I mean, like I use the metaphor that you can't get knowledge, but you can get closer and closer. Like, you can't get to the speed of light, but you can get closer and closer. And yet what people usually don't notice, and I'll point out for you all, the objectivists, is that there is this idea in mathematics of taking a limit. And you can find out if a limit then goes to infinity, or if it goes to some value that, some asymptote. And so, when I say relativistic morality, these shells get bigger and bigger, and objectivity is like the idea that there was an infinite outer shell, but then it would have to be unbounded, and the shells are bounded, so you don't have that. But you do have an approach to that. So when we're trying to be more objective, or more enlightened, which to me those have a similar meaning in this context, we were just trying to push that sphere out, and I like that you acknowledged that and saw that. And so Obviously, you do learn, and no, I'm just kidding. All right. Anyway, take it easy. It's like it's not like, I don't want it to seem like this up and down emotional thing. But basically, if we're going to disagree vehemently, and that's going to come about naturally, I'm happy to have a chance to just talk neutrally, or to agree when we can too. I don't know. I don't want to get stuck in a rut. We don't have to get stuck in a rut. And also, I think it was big of you to not take offense at my satire, because I tried to keep it positive. I consciously did at various times, but I also, let myself go and kind of ding you on a couple things, the hunger thing and whatnot. But I hoped in balance that you would take it as a positive kind of satire, not too mean-hearted, and at the end of it I felt better about you, not worse, and I think that's a difference, between like a sort of an angry, frustrated satire and what I was trying to do. But on the other hand, it's not like I was really trying to do something too specific, but anyway, cheers.